Welcome learners. I'm Dr. Neha Sareen, Assistant Professor, IIS Dream to be University, Jaipur. In my last video, I make you understand the importance of capitalization, that why the optimal capital structure is important. Now let us discuss about the types of the sources of finance and different sources of finance to raise the funds. See, companies always seek sources of financing to grow the business. Financing can be initiated for either the short term or the long term purpose. In this video of mine, I'm going to discuss the various short term sources of finance. Now, what is the short term source of finance? Short term source of financing means raising of the funds for short term, that is, for less than 1 year. This period may also be for few days, weeks, or month. Such financing is required to meet the short-term working capital need of the business. So it is also known as working capital financing. There are certain sources for raising the short-term source of finance. Few of them are. The first we are going to discuss regarding the trade credit. Trade credit is the principal source of raising the short-term finance. It is the credit extended by one business firm to another as incidental to sale or purchase of goods and services. Or we can say in other words, trade credit is a credit extended by seller to the buyer at all the level of production and distribution process down to the retailer. Trade credit is usually granted for the period ranging from 15 days to 3 months. It is mostly granted on an open account basis whereby the supplier can send the goods to the buyer and the payment to be received in the future as per the terms of the sale invoice. It may also take the form of bills payable whereby the buyer accepts the bills of exchange drawn by the seller or signs a promissory note payable on a specified future date. There are certain advantages and disadvantages of this source of finance. It gives the business more cash to use in the immediate basis. It is a very simple and convenient method. It is flexible source of finance to raise the credit funds. It is trade credit is more economical as no interest is payable for it. Apart from the advantages, there are certain disadvantages as well, like can only be used to buy certain goods. Bills usually have to be settled within 30, 60 or 90 days. Suppliers has to invest larger amount of working capital to sell the goods on credit. The next short-term source of finance is the accrued expenses. Accrued expenses or the outstanding expenses. The accrued expenses refers to the services available by the firm but the payment for which has not yet been made. It represents as the interest-free source of finance. There is no explicit or the implicit cost associated with the accrued expenses and the firm can save the liquidity by accruing these expenses. Again, there are certain advantages and disadvantages. The advantages can be it is easily available, no formalities is required, convenient method for raising the short-term finance. On the other hand, the prices charged for credit sales are higher as compared to the cash sales. Suppliers has to bear a loss of bad debts. There can be the chance that the customer becomes a bad debt. Requires a large working capital to supply the goods on credit. The next source of raising the short-term finance is the bank financing or the bank credit. Bank credit is usually referred to as a loan given for business requirement or personal need to its customers, with or without a guarantee or collateral, with an expectation of earning the periodic interest on the loan amount. It is the facility provided by the commercial bank, is the most important source to meet the short-term and the working capital requirement. There are certain types of bank credit or there are certain forms in which this facility is extended to the customers. It can be in the form of loan. A loan is an advance. Now what is loan? Loan is an advance by a bank which may be either secured or unsecured. In case of a loan, a specified amount in a lump sum is sanctioned by the bank to the customers, which is either paid to the borrower or is credited to his account. The borrower is required to pay the interest on the entire amount of the loan from the date on which the loan was sanctioned. The next form can be the cash credit. A cash credit, what it is basically an arrangement by which a bank allows his customers to borrow money up to a certain limit against some tangible securities or guarantees or a collateral you have to keep. Cash credit limit according to his needs, and he can also deposits any surplus amount which with the particular account. The interest in case of the cash credit is charged on the daily basis and not on the entire amount of his account. The next form can be the overdraft facility. Here the customer makes an agreement with the bank by which a customer account holder is allowed to withdraw more than the balance of his account up to a certain limit. Interest is charged on daily overdrawn balances. Purchasing and discounting of bills. See, the commercial papers provides the short-term source of finance to the business firms by discounting their credit instruments like bills of exchange, promissory notes and hundies, etc. The amount given to the holder of the instrument on discounting is lower than the face value of the instrument discounted, and this difference in the amount is known as discount. The last is letter of credit. It is a kind of an undertaking by the bank to honor the liability of its customers up to a specified amount, or in other words we can say it is simply a guarantee by the bank to the suppliers that their bill up to a specified amount would be honored. In case the customer fails to pay the bill on the due date to the supplier, the bank assumes the liability of the customer for the purchase made under the letter of credit. Now, the next source of finance, short-term source of finance, is factoring. Factoring, it is a financial transaction where the firm sells its account receivable to any third party, and that third party or that third firm is known as the factoring firm. In this, what factoring involves sales of receivables of a firm to the another firm under an agreement between the firm and the factor. It is as a relationship between the seller of the goods and the financial firm, which is known as the factor, whereby the latter purchases the receivable of the former and also administer the receivable of the former. The period for factoring is usually 90 to 150 days. There are certain differences between bill discounting and factoring. See, bill discounting basically means to trade the bills before the due date, to discount the bills before the due date, while in factoring you can sell the debt to the financial transaction to the factoring company at a discount. Bill discounting comes under the Negotiable Act, while there is no such act for factoring. In bills discounting, the bills is discounted and paid when the transaction takes place. It actually takes place. But in factoring, the financier gives the maximum amount of an advance. When the transaction takes place, the remaining amount will be paid at the time of settlement. In bill discounting, the parties which are involved is the drawer, drawee and payee, while in factoring, the parties are factoring company, debtor and the customer. Now, the last source of finance, the short-term source of finance, is known as the commercial paper. Commercial paper is an unsecured promissory note payable to the bearer and issued by the business firm for a definite period, which can be normally 7 to 90 days, based on discount to raise the short-term funds. It is a cheaper source of raising the short-term finance as compared to the bank credit, and it is proved to be more effective as compared to bank credit. That's all in this video. Thank you so much.